How's it gaming, guys? I'm Phil the Blanks, and welcome to Sonic CD, or Sonic the Hedgehog CD, or Sonic CD the Hedgehog. You might want to read that. And yes, we're playing the Xbox 360 version of this game. This is not the original Sega CD version. I was debating whether or not playing this on my actual Sega CD and playing this on the 360, because it was completely redone from the ground up by Christian Whitehead, I think. It's completely redone from scratch, which is very impressive considering how closely it plays to the original. Let's just get out of this little thing. But in the end, the reason why I decided to go with the 360 kind of remake of it is that the Sega CD I'd have to record in my standard definition stuff because I'm recording on the actual Sega Genesis and the actual Sega CD. And two, this version has save mechanics, which I don't think the original one does. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the big reason is because of the soundtrack. Now let's explain Sonic CD a little bit. Sonic CD came out in Japan, had CD quality music, which was awesome because, you know, we want that CD quality music. Then when it came out in North America, for some reason Sega of America was like, we don't like your music, Sega Japan. So they completely made a new soundtrack for this game, for the American version, and fans will debate to the ends of the earth about what's better, the Japanese or the US soundtrack. I personally like the Japanese soundtrack better. I don't think either of them are amazing compared to Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles' soundtrack, but they're both fine. I just like the Japanese one a bit better. We're going to start with the US one, specifically for the opening scene, though. So let's just jump in there right now, I guess. And we'll explain things as we go on the way, because there's a lot to unpack with this game, man. Let's just... How do I delete? Oh, there we go. Delete my kind of trial, just to make sure the game works and you know, records well. Goodbye. Let's jump in there. I play as Tails after beat the game, which is not in the original one. That's in the original one. It's just Sonic. Tails wasn't actually, I don't think, invented at this point when the Sonic CD was in development. But yeah, you get this really cool little FMV, which back then, by the way, was amazing. Everyone likes opening FMVs back then. The back of the case for Sonic CD, I was reading it, and it goes, "There's a mini movie," and I'm like, that's so cute that you guys called it back then before we called it the FMVs. But Sonic Boom, this song is incredible. I'm talking over it because I'm an asshole, but this is such a fan favorite song. It's actually in Smash Brothers, and the Japanese song for this opening is not in Smash Brothers. So take that, Japanese soundtrack, but that's the only song that's better. But look at Sonic, it looks fantastic, considering this was like so early in Sonic. This looks amazing. They have his personality, he looks so fast. It looks great. So here's the story. Basically, Sonic is like, wait, what's that in the sky? There's a big planet, actually it's called Little Planet. Not Little Big Planet, that's a different game. Little Planet. And Robotnik has taken the Time Stones to, you know, rule time and space, and Sonic is Sonic, and he's gonna be like, nope, I'm putting a stop to that shit. So this is what he's gonna do. I'll let the song just play it now. Amazing. And we'll switch to the Japanese soundtrack in a second, but you'll be able to hear kind of what the... It's actually a really good song. It's one of the better songs in the American soundtrack, but yeah. And one little weird thing before we start playing, if you let Sonic do nothing for 3 minutes, he will actually jump off the screen and get a game over. And they replicated that in Smash Bros. Ultimate, weirdly enough. So let's go back, exit the game. Yeah, no, I know. I go on forever with my openings and introductions to games for the first episodes. Whoops! So I went back to the Xbox dashboard, sorry about that. So we're back in, and I changed the music to the Japanese soundtrack so we can kind of hear the difference, because I'm going to be playing with the Japanese soundtrack instead. So Bomb Tree Panic, Zone 1. Woo! Yeah! Love the children, they're so happy that they're playing Sonic. But you can tell this is very much based off of Sonic 1, just by Sonic's sprite, basically. They do have the spin dash in this one, though it was kind of brought from Sonic 2 for this specific remake of the game. And then you have the super peel out, which is really cool, but it doesn't protect you the way the spin dash does, so I tend to not use it very often. Whee! So this game is all about time travel. Right now, we are in the present. You start every zone in the present, except for the third zone of every zone. They call zones, act zones in this game. But we start in the present, you can go to the future, and you go to the past. The future, there's two futures, the bad future and the good future. So if we were going to go to the future now, well, that's a bad future, because Dr. Robotnik already took over the future. So we want to go to the past, and make a good future. And you do that by revving up your engines just like you're a DeLorean. Let's go. Hit 88 miles an hour. And there we go. Into the future. Or sorry, into the past. I forget where I am. You see the bottom where it will say P and F, and that means I'm in the past. And look at this. Look how different this looks. It's very cool. Same basic layout for the zone, but there are differences, which I think is a really cool idea. And there's a lot to explore. So this game is really about exploration compared to most Sonic games. We don't want to go to the future. We need to find something. Well, there was Metal Sonic. Every level has a kind of robot making machine. We're just going to destroy this hologram of Metal Sonic. I don't know, being a dick, I guess. But yeah, we want to go up here. We want to find a robot making machine, like I said. There's one in every level. And when you destroy that, it will destroy every bad guy in the level and create a good future for that level. If you go to the future, the bad future, like this is really nice. Look at this, prehistoric looking. It's very cool. The future, though, looks horrible. It's really depressing, and it's very well done how just not nice it is. It looks terrible. And that's the point. So we want a good future to get a really nice looking kind of, well, shit, there goes all my rings. To get, you know, to make the place look really nice. That's what we want. I want to get up there, though. Just hold forward this time. No, that didn't work out for me either. That's okay. That's okay. We just need to find that machine. And getting a good future in every zone, in the first two zones of like a level of world. There we go. There's the robot making machine. And I ran right into him. Bam! Every enemy is gone. We've secured a good future for this zone. But yeah, if you get a good future for both areas of a zone or whatever, then the third zone will immediately have a good future. It's hard to explain without seeing it. Once we get there, we'll get there. But let's see if I can find more rings, because I still need rings. Actually, maybe we can get some... go to the future, actually. Go back to the present, maybe? No, I've wasted that signpost's power, I guess. Woo! Up we go. I need 50 rings. So doing that to every level is one way to get the good ending. It's also the really, really, really difficult way to get the good ending. The other way to get it... Oh my god, there's so much spring stuff going on. The other way to get the good ending is to find all the time stones, kind of like the Chaos Emeralds and other Sonic games. Beating a level with 50 rings will get me a, do I want to go down there? Will get me a bonus round. And you need to get all 7 of the things, and you will get a time stone. Or, all 7, sorry. All 7 times will get you a good ending. And that's what we're going to try to do, because why not, right? Ooh, no, not traveling to the past. Almost did it. I guess we slowed down at the very end there. Still need some more rings, though. We're near the end of the level. Right. Oh, there we go. This is perfect. 4 more rings. Come on. One right there. Sorry, this first level is taking forever just because I need to find these rings. I don't want to go too far because the ending's right here. It's right there. So we really want those last 2 rings. Come on. I'm probably not going to be able to find the way to get to the past and get those robot making machines in each level, so it's more than likely we're not going to be able to do that kind of thing. So, oh, there we go. So, I'd much rather hedge my bets and do the goal ring at the end right here. So, either way, we are trying for the good ending. So, even if we get all the time stones, we're still going to try to see if we can get a good future anyways, even though we've already secured the good ending, basically. But here's the way the bonus rounds look. Very different, very faux 3D, which is very cool. And you need to just knock out these weird balloon things. Don't land in the water like I just did. You lose 10 seconds half the time when you do that. It looks like I didn't there. Not sure, wasn't paying attention. But, there we go, lost 10 seconds. So it's a very weird and hard to control bonus round, but they're pretty cool. They look nice for the time. And back in the friggin' water. Come on. Oh, there we go. You really don't want to go too fast in these just because of, like, it's so easy to go where you don't want to go. And this is the last one. Nice. There we go. That was really easy. If you miss one, you go on to the next one. So if I miss this one and the next one we go to, we wouldn't go back to this one. We go back to this. We go to the second one. Sort of like the way the bonus rounds work in Sonic 1. So, yay. Time Stone 1. That's good. that's part 1 of, I think it's 14 levels that we have to go back to the past and find the stuff. But basically, when you get down to it, you want to avoid going into the future as much as possible, because it's harder to go back to the past to do what you need to do. So we're going to try to avoid going into the future as much as possible. We're just going to try to find those past icons or past things. Oh my god, there's so many bouncy things in this game. This is a very odd... Ooh, okay. See if I can get some good wind-up speed here. Okay, stop moving, Sonic. Sonic? Okay, well... And come on. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't sure, because you really need like 3 good seconds. And unless you know the levels inside and out, that's probably not very easy to do. There we go. We are in the past again. Let's see if we can find... It's probably near the top. Would make sense. It's a very vertical kind of Sonic game. The areas are very large that way. Whee! I don't want to go to the future, so I would be very careful not going too fast. I don't want to go to the future. Stay in the past. Boink. I want to go to the top, though. Yeah, the game very much rewards exploration, as you can already probably tell. Up here, there we go. Whee! And get away from me, all you enemies. It's so weird wanting to avoid going too fast. Oh, damn. Okay, phew! There we go. I think I've wasted the... No, the future thing is still there. You can see at the bottom, it's kind of there, like my power of the signpost, I guess, if you want to, whatever you want to call it. And there is the machine. There we are. Now we can go to the... Actually, do you want to see if we can go to the future? Let's try to do that. I don't want to waste... Ah, well, we wasted that signpost. Oop, no, we wasted it. Oh well, too bad. Don't really care. But I do want to show you kind of what the ugly past looks like, at least for this one. It's a shame you won't be able to see it through the entire game, because that requires a lot out of the player to see all the areas. So what I'll do is we'll probably cut this episode like a little bit short. There we go, 50 records. Okay, cool. And I'll show you what the actual... oh, we're going to the present. I'll show you what the actual Sega CD version of the game looks like. It's very similar, obviously, but I'll just kind of show you just for the fun of it. Goal and... Oh, excuse me. There we go. Huzzah. So now that we've gotten a good future for both of those levels, the third level, which has the boss battle against Robotnik, will be good. It's always set in the future, for some reason. But here is good Palm Tree Panic's future. Oh, no, not yet. I forgot we have the bonus round. Well, let's do that then, because that's also good. Come here, you. You're like, oh, you're like a free one. Come here. Sonic. You big silly butt. Oh, okay, well, we're going after these guys instead. Oh my gosh. Ah. The depth perception is, like, really hard to kind of deal with sometimes. You really have to be careful of when you're jumping. It's just difficult sometimes to know where you're going to hit. Oh, like, we're just going to go under this guy, for example. We got a couple. That's good. Oh, like, how'd that not hit? Actually, I know why that didn't hit, but damn it. I don't want to go too fast. Frick. Okay. Oh, we're in the water. Lost 10 seconds. Okay, rings. Not that matters. Rings do nothing in this, so... Okay, that's good. That's good. Yes, okay. Last one. 20 seconds to get it. And bam! Okay, no, doing good. There are 14 tries, basically. If you're able to get the bonus round in every level, you have 14 tries. So you can miss 7 times. So it's nice to secure those time stones as early as possible. Just like in every Sonic game, really. Get them early as possible, that way you have more and more tries. So huzzah for that. And here we go. Here is... They call the acts zones in this game for some reason. Here's Zone 3. Whatever. But here we go. The good future for Palm Tree Panic. Look at that! Yeah! Hey, isn't that great? A little mix of technology in the past, and it looks beautiful, and there's no enemies, other than, you know, Robotnik. And the background is clear and nice. We have this awesome invisibility, which we're going to use. Let's get to Robotnik right away, because I want to use that. Oh, I want a life, too. Yes, please. No, 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 no. I don't know we're going to make it. He's right here. This is great boss music. Love it. Yeah, 2, and only 3 hits. The whole thing is that you're not supposed to go behind him, because then he's much harder, so that was really easy. And then, of course, just like in every Sonic game, not every Sonic game, you hit the thing at the end, and smack, and now we have flowers. Huzzah! But that is enough for today, guys. I'll try to get my Sega CD hooked up so I can show you what the bad future looks like for this level, just so we can see what the difference between a good future and a bad future kind of look like, and how big of a difference it is. So yeah, with that, I'm Fill in the Blanks. I'll see you guys next level. Alright, got the Sega CD all hooked up, which took a while. Setting up the Sega CD nowadays is a bitch, especially if you want to get it recorded, because I don't have the AV cables for the Sega Genesis. I have the weird RF cables, so I got it hooked up to a VCR that outputs into the red, yellow, and white wire, and then into an HDMI. Like, it's just ridiculous. For some reason, the music isn't loading. Probably the sound effects work, not the music, so I'm probably missing a wire or something. I know that the Sega CD can be kind of finicky as well, and the load times take forever. But I'm glad I got it set up just to even see if my Sega CD even worked. And yeah, this loading time is pretty bad. There we go. So yeah, it looks pretty much identical to the remake. I mean, it makes sense. The remake was made to look identical to the original. But the whole point here is I just wanted to kind of show that's not widescreen. That, oh, if you do the spin dash, it looks like this instead, which looks very weird. Very weird, but we're just here to kind of go to the future, just so we can see what the futures look like. Like I said, I'm probably not trying to get into the futures all that often, because why would I? Whee! Here we go. Oh my god, it like slows down and everything. There we are. And the loading stuff, I'm pretty sure, like, isn't meant to be this bad. I think I just need to get these discs cleaned. I mean, I don't use the Sega very often, and by that I mean I very rarely use it. I used it last year. I think I was testing out a Sega CD game for Disney Month, but I ended up having to emulate it because I think it was the same thing. I think the music wouldn't pop in or something like that. So figured, you know, emulating a Sega CD is probably a lot easier than getting it hooked up. It's like, see how long that took? That was crazy. And off we go into the future. Oh, that didn't take long at all that time. But yeah, look at that background. Look how like dingy and bad that looks. The ocean's all polluted and like oily, and just they do a great job of making the futures feel truly dystopian. It's very well done, and I really do like that about it. Yeah. Anyways, I just kind of want to show off the original version of the game, but obviously Sega CD, thankfully, is able to be played in so many ways nowadays, thanks to really good efforts on Sega's part to kind of preserve the Sonic games, stuff like that. There's a lot of Sega CD games out there that'll never see the light of day again. So, you know, pirating might be wrong and it might be against emulation and stuff like that, but you know what? If a company is not going to do a good job of preserving its own game and video game history in general, then it's up to the fans, you know? So, anyways, with that, let's end this episode for reals this time. I'm Fill in the Blanks. See you guys next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.